Hello everyone and welcome back again to my channel. If this is your very first time here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gloria. I'm a Canadian-based YouTuber and I create content around life here in Canada for new immigrants like myself, also sharing my experiences with you. So please do well to hit the red subscribe button. And to my amazing subscribers, thank you so much. Please, to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And guys, you know how we do it. Grab a friend and grab something to drink as well. Because in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I don't like about Canada. And yes, we're starting right now. So as you can tell from the topic today, it's those things that I don't really like about Canada. And don't get me wrong, I love this country, Canada. I so much love it, but there's certain things that I don't like about this country. And the first on my list is the weather. Like the winter weather here is terrible. It gets so cold in the winter. You guys will see in the videos, you see in pictures how nice our winter looks like, but hey, it's different in reality. Trust me. It's cold. Sometimes we could get as high as minus 40 degrees, minus 35, whatever. It's just so annoying because you need to start wearing so many clothes and dress up in layers to keep yourself warm because you don't want to fall sick. And the worst part of it is that we tend to lose 1 hour of sleep. And we also tend to gain 1 hour of sleep twice a year. Like in November, we gained an hour of sleep during that month. And this month, I believe it was last week, we lost an hour of sleep. I'm telling you, it's not funny. We lost an hour of sleep. Like you can imagine how that would affect you the next morning. Like if it was a Monday morning, you're just going to be so tired and sleepy at work. So I really don't like the weather. I don't like the winter. Like it gets so cold and you have to scrape when it's freezing rain. It's just so annoying. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like Canada. The second thing I really don't like about this country is that we pay so much for internet and telephone plans. Trust me. I don't know about you, how much you pay for yours. Like I pay almost $70 for my home internet plan. And I don't know why it's so expensive. We know it's unlimited. We know that it's going to give us good speed, but all of that, it's just so expensive. On my telephone plan, I pay almost, I pay almost $60 every month. Now you can imagine if you keep doing that 12 months in a year, continuously for how many years? Do you know how much you could save if you didn't have that? But you have to think about it too, that you need all of that for your day-to-day movement and stuff. But even at that, it's too expensive. I believe it's expensive. So if you're a new immigrant coming to the country for the first time and you get to be told that you're going to be paying $60 for your telephone plan, you're going to be like, what? I'm serious. So that's one of the reasons I wish that it could be lower, or like the amount could be reduced. But all the telephone providers, like they're so highly priced, and I don't know why. So that's the reason why I don't like Canada. Another reason why I don't like Canada is because the housing here is expensive. Like it's very pricey, and what is more, it's very difficult to find accommodation. Now if you're a new immigrant, you're just coming into the country, I mean, for international students or for a newcomer, you would be slammed with all of these issues. For example, finding an apartment is very hard because the landlords will ask you for first and last month upfront. Like your first and last month, if your apartment is $1,000, they need you to give them $2,000 right there on the spot. How can you get that when you're just coming to the country? Some would even say they need 6 months upfront or 6 post-dated checks. Like if you're just coming in and you haven't even started working, how would you be able to give them a 6 months upfront? It makes it hard for people to get accommodation. What is even worse is the fact that when you get an apartment and you stay there for a while and you think about leaving that apartment to somewhere else, it's going to be difficult for you. So everything about housing here is hard, is difficult, is expensive. I just wish that it could be cheaper than what it is. Some people in the GTA, like in Toronto, in Brampton and all of that area, like for a 2-bedroom apartment, they could pay apartment or condo. Apartment. Let's start with apartment first. They could pay as high as $2,000 or more. I know a friend of mine who lives in Mississauga, and she told me that her rent is about $2,300 a month. And I'm like, whoa, if somebody just comes into the country, how are they going to cope? Like, these things should be a little bit flexible. Like, they need to be flexible about their housing here in Canada. And I am not even talking about you going to get a mortgage, because you need to, first of all, get your feet in the door, like get yourself rested into this country and settled first before you start thinking about, except you have a full family, you just want to buy a house immediately. But I always recommend that, you know what, get settled first, because it's very, 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 very difficult and very stressful. You don't want to go through that stress. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't like this country, Canada. The next one is a delayed healthcare system. And now, don't get me wrong, I love Canada because we don't have to pay for healthcare when we need to go to see a doctor. But the truth of the matter is, there are always long lineups when you go to the clinic. So we have a general clinic, and if you are a permanent resident, you have access to like your personal doctor. But trust me, when you go to if you're an international student, like when I first came into this country as an international student, when I went into the walk-in clinic, because you would always have to go to the walk-in clinic, because at that point in time, you don't have a personal doctor. So when you go to the walk-in clinics, you would be on a long wait before you are able to see a doctor. The process is so cumbersome, and except you're dying in an emergency, that's when you go into like the hospital that they would listen to you and attend to you. But if you are just, maybe you're sick or you have something wrong with you and you run to the emergency, you're going to sit down for a long while before they attend to you. And that's something that I wish and I hope that can change about Canada. My mindset when I first came to this country was that if you're sick and you go to the hospital, boom, 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 a doctor will attend to you right there and then. But no, I got it all mixed up. When I had a sickness and I was sick, pardon my English, when I was sick and I ran to the emergency, I was waiting for almost 4 hours. Like, I waited for almost 4 hours. Let me correct myself. I waited for almost 4 hours before I was called in to see a doctor. Like, these lineups could be reduced if they can look into it. But other than that, I love the country's healthcare system, and don't get me wrong and don't get it twisted. So if you are new to Canada and you've experienced this, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know. The next one is taxes. Like, we're paying so much in taxes. And I know fully well that the government is putting our taxes to good use. Like for the good health care that we're receiving, we don't have to pay for it, unlike in the US. But hey, I live in the province of Ontario and I pay 13% on tax. And some other province, they pay something different. But I believe that our taxes here is so high, such that when you go to the grocery store like an immigrant and you want to buy something, whatever you buy, whatever you see is not what you pay for. And I've made a video on this. Go check out my video. You will see, I think I should be able to drop the link somewhere on your screen. You will see it. I just wish that our taxes can be reduced. But hey, I only live here and I know that I'm enjoying it here. But other than that, taxes is really high here if you're a newcomer to Canada. The last on my list is finding a job in Canada for a new immigrant. Trust me, it's very difficult to find a company that would accept you with your degree or with your experience from outside of Canada. They want you to have some sort of Canadian experience, and you see a lot of newcomers to Canada who are not international students. They tend to take a course in their field again here in Canada. Number one, it's time consuming. Is it beneficial for them? Yes, in the long run. But if they had the opportunity to just like get a job right off the bat, and I'm not saying that some persons haven't gotten a job when they first came into this country, but the companies would want you or prefer you to have some sort of Canadian experience. And I have friends who have come into this country and they've had to go to college to take a particular course before they could get their first job. So yeah, that's one thing that I wish that can change, but you know what? It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's free and it helps to support to grow my channel. And guys, if there's something that I've said that you didn't like, let me know in the comment section. I also want to connect with you. I also want to hear from you. I also want to get to know who you are. So let me know in the comment section that you watched this video, you enjoyed watching it. And please guys, share my video to your friends, those who are even thinking, why is she saying she dislikes Canada? They want to hear. Let them know about this. And as a disclaimer, I love my country, Canada. I love everything about Canada. This video is for entertainment purposes, and I'm not using this video to discredit any country and not to even discredit my own country. So I'm just putting it out there that you guys just know that this is just for fun. And I hope that to see you in my next video. So until then, stay safe, everybody. God bless you. And thank you so much for your support.